Season 1, and we are in Group B. With me is my co-caster, DrennoC. DrennoC, how are you doing?
Doing quite well. I was looking at Twitter and I've learned that Ryan Reynolds is a full frontal in Deadpool, so excited for that. Everything's really good in Deadpool, so that's pretty much how I'm going. But sadly, X Kawaii is not going to be able to X Kawaii it up this evening, so we're going to go directly to the Lazarus match, which is now going to be, I think, Zergwave versus Pili Pili. Thank you. It's going to be a ZVP. Literally, it's a ZVP. It's a Zergwave v Pili Pili. High five, Trevor.
PVZ is always very exciting, at least in my opinion. It is my most beloved matchup.
I think it was my most beloved matchup for a long time. I played Protoss for so long, and PVZ was this thing that I was like, I didn't understand how Zergs worked. I loved when I first started playing StarCraft in general, and even in like the first year and a half, where I not strategically know what they were doing, but actually didn't, like, sometimes I'd be like, whoa, a Viper's a unit? I've never seen that before. Like those moments where I was like, oh, Viper, what is that? It was the best moments ever, but I just remember those moments in ZVP of being like, that's an Ultra. I think they're really good, but I don't know anything about them. And then I'd like quickly Alt-Tab and go to the help section, like, what counters Ultras? And that's why I started to love ZVP, just because it was this thing where there was mystery, like, what can the Zerg do now?
I remember my first moment was way back in Bronze League when there were swarm hosts, and I'm like, these locusts, they're just spawning out of nowhere.
What is going on? Oh, this doesn't make any sense. That's crazy. All right, here we are. For game one of a best of three, the winner of this joins Tefl in the round of 16 and has an opportunity to win $300 first place. But here, in the bottom right-hand corner of Valerilac Crested, is the blue Protoss, representing Psystorm, Pili Pili.
And spawning in the top left, his teammate, also from Psystorm Gaming. It is the green Zergwave.
I'm just waiting. I'm waiting in chat for someone to have comment on Ryan Reynolds. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm like, yes, you're gonna do it. Come on, someone be that dude. Someone in chat. Just a note, of course, you can see it from their names, but both players are on Psystorm Gaming. Now, normally I would put Pili Pili of a higher caliber, but Zergwave has been playing phenomenally today, and I would definitely have a much more even playing field for these players.
Yeah, Pili Pili, he's been a good player for a long time, but Zergwave is very strong too. So I would agree with you. I'd say these players are probably about even, and since they are teammates, maybe they know each other's playstyles a little bit more.
Yeah, that could definitely factor into this. You can see Zergwave, we've seen him in ZVZs, now switching it up for the ZVP.
Quick double gas here from Pili Pili is automatically something that's not completely normal. A typical Protoss opener would go, gas, you would have a gate, gas expand sort of thing. To go this fast double gas, it smells like there could be a proxy in the future, and I'm wondering if that will be a proxy Stargate.
It's definitely a good idea. Not only is there double gas, but we have double gate, so no matter what it also is, we got a probe on the other side of the map.
Ooh, we do have a Twilight Council coming out.
Twilight, is this...
This is interesting.
I think what's beautiful about this is Pili Pili does get the scout off. Now, in the very first game of today, I kind of said, there's not that many ways Protoss can punish a 3-hatch before pool. However, with an early pylon, or pardon me, probe scout, that probe's going to be able to proxy, as Koshkii said. And now there's double adept being pumped out with Twilight Council. Pili Pili, by opening up without a Nexus first, by opening up kind of aggressively anyways, has now set forth a beautiful path to follow down into aggression.
Yeah, we do have Resonating Glaives as the choice of upgrade from that Twilight Council. We have got another gate here being proxied, so these adepts will be able to warp in really quick. The question is, does Zergwave have an idea this is going on? Zergwave has not seen the lack of natural base yet, so he doesn't know that this is going to be super, like a super one base all in yet.
Even if he would scout the natural base, his overlord that would scout the Stargate is already past it, so he wouldn't know that that's how all in Pili is. Pili's feeling very confident, gets himself in a beautiful position between these mineral fields, will do a lot of damage into the Zerglings, and I think eventually they're going to go down. Barely one escapes, but it'll be falling back onto 2 other ones. 3 Adepts in total. It's going to be a proxy gate for Pili. This is not proxy Stargate by any means. It's going to be...
Oh, I'm excited. Look at what we've got following up.
Oh, DT
a Dark Shrine. When Protoss Dark Shrine. But you know what, Zergwave, he knows this is here, but does he notice a little too late these Adepts they're warping in? Resonating Glaives is getting close to finished.
At least now they changed when units were warping in. They took a lot more damage in the beginning of Legacy of the Void. Like, I remember one time where there was friendly siege tank fire in like a 2v2, and I lost everything warping in because of how much damage you took. But thankfully now, you don't take any... What? God, I heard something. You don't take any damage. Don't take any damage when warping in, thankfully now. Don't take as much as you did before. The Adepts, though, are going to be able to push really hard. 9 Adepts in total. DT Shrine is down, and honestly, we have Zergwave on like 30 workers, but on 3 bases. So he does not have the phenomenal economy, and he's not going to really have that much to defend anyways. We'll see, though.
So, yeah, this Dark Shrine is very close to completion, and Zergwave, there's no detection at all. He is not ready for this DT follow-up. I mean, these Adepts are going to do enough damage as it is, but these Dark Templar are going to do even more.
Dark Templar are going to smash whatever there is. Lings are going for a counterattack, but it's a full wall off, and this is something I've seen Pili do before, so I guess the easiest way is drone scout, is scout it, but you don't want to have to necessarily commit a drone scout each time yet. That's your thing. You can say, okay, cool, you don't have a natural, and you're walled in. This is a big all in, and even with roaches, it's still pretty hard to defend. Adepts are good, especially with resonating glaives. There is mining, but it's only at the 3rd base. There's 1 base mining, while there's 2 bases of just weight around Zergwave's neck, where they could have been lings, they could have been something else. He does have production, but it's not going to be enough. GG, Pili takes game 1.
I really like that build. I mean, of course, it's a risky build, but it worked really well there for Pili. And that DT follow-up is just, that's a really great way to follow that up.
No, it is a phenomenal way, and we're seeing Pili do it a lot, and it's kind of funny, because I feel like there's certain players that use DTs a lot, and certain Protosses that don't, but a decent amount of the time, it's like, how can it not be good? You can't see it and it attacks you. Like, it's like, I feel like there's players that could mix it more into their play, but Pili's one of those players that's like, yeah, DTs, and I know that's what you do, Koshkii.
I love DTs.
You're the DT.
True.
We do have game 2 up next. This is a best of 3, but this is the Lazarus match. So the winner of this match goes on to join Tefl in the round of 16. That's either going to be Pili or Zergwave, but I mean, Zergwave's looking good. You got to remember that was a build order opener. It all went downhill from there, but you also have to remember they're on the same team, Koshkii.
They are, and they might know, they might know a little bit more about how each other plays.
Game 2 is Ruins of Ceres. Today, Hawkeye learned 6 Adepts can 2-shot larva. You know what that means, Hawkeye? 12 Adepts. 12 Adepts. Bear with me. Can 1-shot larva. And then 3 Adepts can 4-shot larva. I am doing math on stream, and I advise every commentator out there not to do math on stream, but I think I actually just pulled it off. Like, it was I remember one time I was like, yeah, 5 plus 7 is like 30. Very seriously. And then I think I was casting with Trigonal, and Trigonal was like, what? And I was like, yeah, 5 plus 7. And he's like, don't do maths on stream, DrennoC. And I was like, oh, I meant 12. I had to count that on my fingers. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 12.
I am bad enough with math off stream. I pretend it doesn't even exist on stream. Because that's the way to handle that.